Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got
Let's
to
kill someone. Listener. Oh, that tickles. Humble Cicero lives to serve.
If you need to sample some of the finest mead in Skyrim...
Can't a man drink in
right
peace?
place.
I'm gonna keep this short, because we've got a lot to do. Haunting Brew's owner, Sabjorn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's Captain of the Guard, and we're going to poison the mead. No, that's the beauty of the whole plan. We're going to get Sabjorn to give it to us. The meadery has quite a pest problem, and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison and mead don't mix well. You know what I mean?
That's what I thought.
You're going to happen by and lend poor old Sabjorn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat. Maven and I spent weeks planning this. All we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn grows a brain and hires someone else to do the dirty work. Remember... Sabjorn will be needing a helping hand. Make it look good.
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here? Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new Honningbrew Reserve for the Captain of the Guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined. Oh, really? And I don't suppose you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, would you? I hope you're not expecting to get paid until the job's done. Okay. No need to make rash decisions. Here's half. You get the rest when the job's done. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before my reputation is completely destroyed. I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy, good-for-nothing assistant Malice handle it, but he seems to have vanished. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back. Don't come back until every one of those things are dead. Now I've got to clean up this mess.
Now you're mine. Cicero wants some Skyforge steel. Sharp, for easy sting. Now you're mine. Oh, maybe Cicero will go to your master and dance for the companions. They'll, on second thought, maybe not. I knew I had something.
All you got? No match at all.
If I chance to see you, cat, feed its corpse to my rat. What? Mother? Is that your voice I hear? No, no. Just my head playing tricks. Oh, foolish Cicero.
Was something we discussed unclear? Well, it's about time. I had to stall the captain until you were finished. You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around if you must.
Well, Sebjorn, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Honningbrew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored. By the 8. What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
I said, move.
Farewell, Sebjorn.
I don't think that could have gone any better. Anything else you need before you head back to Riften? So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help.
I thought it would be better to leave some of the details out of our previous discussion. Didn't want to risk you walking away from the job. Besides, you've done Maven a favor getting rid of him, and saved me from wasting coin hiring someone else to do it later.
Start changing it over to the Blackbriar Meadery West as soon as possible. That was Maven's part of the deal. She's put me in charge of keeping the mead flowing, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. If you're in the area, and you ever need anything fenced, you just let me know.
Remember to put in a good word with Maven for me.
And I said to the baker, you're not dead, you're a faker. But if that's your wish, I'll oblige. Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener. Let's kill someone!
Get away from me.
I trust you have good news for me? This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol. Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves' Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services. Out of my way.
I've never seen Mjol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Riften. Cicero likes Riften. Cheats and ruffians and cutthroats abound. Finally, some...
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege,
Delvin, that last shipment we
Don't look
heisted
like
on the
much to
Cyrodiil
me.
frontier was worthless.
That's impossible. I distinctly heard that lout in the tavern say it was a full shipment of furs. That should be worth a fortune.
You idiot. He said furs, not furs. It was a damn logging caravan.
Oh, my, well, you won't let Mercer hear about this, will you? Looking for work?
I need you to do me a favor, Dirk.
Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. I think you'll find this payment to be more than fair. The only way this guild's gonna continue to grow is by taking extra work.
Welcome to the cozy little... If you're looking for... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Until next time.
So, feeling loose? How about you run a job for me?
Cicero is... This... Humble Cicero lives to serve. Let's kill someone! Dear Cicero will keep from harm, sweet mother. Forever. And always.
You know... You're not really allowed in here, you know. What's on your mind? If you ever need more practice with the bow,
Word on the
just grab
street
me.
is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him. Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild? Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild. Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
So, Sapphire,
Interest you in some
can
marksmanship?
I do anything for you? Or more than
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol.
don't know what you're missing.
It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever. Don't dismiss our adversaries so easily. They're well-funded, patient, and have been able to avoid identification for years. However, don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly. Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godgel lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullum-Eye. Gullum-Eye is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
I can't believe Gullum-Eye's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Trouble? Huh. He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullum-Eye, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. Aye, he does indeed. And with his fingers in the East Empire Company's pie, we'll make good use of that debt. If I'm not being clear enough, that means we don't want him killed. For now, just keep on his tail and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. There are thieves, and then there is Gullum-Eye. No honor, no code at all. He'd shake your hand and stab you in the back at the same time. The cut he's supposed to provide the guild has dwindled as of late. He says pickings in the warehouse are slim, but I'm certain he's lying. Keep your eyes on him. He's quite crafty. A mercantile group that has established ports all over Tamriel. They pretty much dominate the whole shipping industry. The Emperor himself supposedly backs them, which means they have fairly unlimited resources, so don't get their feathers in a ruffle. Gullum-Eye works in the East Empire Company warehouse. He helps maintain all of the shipments of goods that goes in and out of Solitude. That means he has the pick of the litter from some of the finest goods to grace Skyrim's shores. He isn't exactly in the guild, but he pays us a cut of all the stuff he lifts from the warehouse. Just head right back to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gullum-Eye's holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well. Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gullum-Eye alive, but remind him who we are.
What's on your mind?
You know, the Winking Skeever's not just the best inn in Solitude. It's also the only...
So... Oh, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore. By your scent, I'd say you were from the... I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. Hasn't Mercer Frey taught you people anything? You kill me, and your only contact with the East Empire Company vanishes. That's not smart for business. If you're the best the guild's got...
No more. No one here now. No one here now.
Somebody help!
Get her. No more. I yield.
Oh, damn you!
You need to leave now.
By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But I don't deal... Oh, I'm sorry to say. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of Firebrand wine. There just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Hey, wanna play tag?
Fresh fish. Fresh fish.
Solitude. Lonely Cicero could tell you a thing or two about solitude.
Wait, hear my plea. My master, he is lost between worlds, and I cannot bring him back.
Got lots of things to take care of. What do you need?
The High King's Court needs a jester. Not me. No, not Cicero. Fool of Hearts is busy enough. Thank you very much.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under
Your
my
Eminence,
rule.
my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction.
Cicero is at your service. Oh, great and powerful listener.
I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
I've got what I came for. I better get
Please
back to
address all
Dragonbridge.
questions to the steward, Folk Firebeard.
I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to, you talk to me. You mean the Dragonbridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolf Skull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Ah, I see you have the wine. Hand it over, and we'll talk. Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods. Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
If you're looking for opportunities to make some coin, well, I'm your man.
Crazy? Cicero? That's madness. Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be he says to the man, "It's not a horker, that's my wife." Ah, I love that one. Are you? Madness is merry and merriment smite when the jester comes calling with his knife in the night.
Look, I've told you everything. Now leave
Mind
me
the
alone.
way. Let's kill someone. Hey, watch
Our
it.
business has concluded, and you're standing in my way.
You talk to Egg Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
Solitude. Lonely Cicero could tell you a thing or two about solitude. Dear Cicero will keep you from harm, sweet mother, forever and always.
I know I heard something.
crazy, Cicero? That's madness.
Is someone there?
My knife into her.
What was that?
Madness is merry and merriment smite when the jester comes calling with his knife in the night. Oh, must oil mother soon. Get all the hard-to-reach places.
Ha! Found you!
Nothing here after all.
Over here.
What?
Is someone there?
If I spy a singing bird, I'll snap.
It's picked up that.
Break that loot across my knee, and if the barger choose to fight, why then I'll set his clothes alight.
Is someone there?
dancing? Surely the dread Lord will at least allow poor Cicero to caper. Next meet a fair maiden, I'll plunge my knife into her belly.
Now there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed. No, please. There's no need for that. I'll tell you everything. It's Carlia. Her name is Carlia. Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer. Help? No, no. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me. I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, "Where the end began." Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
To the baker, you're not dead, you're a faker. But if that's your... oblige. Dear Cicero would keep you from harm, sweet mother. Forever and always.
Seems there's no end to... Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Return anytime you...
Come to see the finest weapons and armor. You wish to do what I do? Very well. What brings you to... Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Remember... Nothing. A genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference.
Still have quite a good bit of jobs available, if you're looking for some extra coin.
Why
Hey, this guild needs the coin.
Welcome to the cozy little family. I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do. Until next time. I can take care of myself.
Did Gullamai give up any information on our buyer? No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with
If he does,
again.
he isn't telling me a thing. I've asked.
Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild.
I value my life.
After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished. Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was. There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again. Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers.
Let's talk for a moment. Look, if I was a little harsh before, I just want you to know it's because you were new. Know what I mean? Back from a job. Look, I don't really know you. I don't even really know anyone here. Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. This is a business. Look, you want to know about me? All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell you about the time I was a young girl, barely out of her teens, living on a pig farm in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have a coin to spend between our entire family. Ate the same slop we fed our livestock. Oh wait, it gets much better. How about the fact that our farm was attacked by bandits, and that they killed my entire family who didn't even brandish a weapon against them? Here's the best part. They took me as a prize and violated me for a fortnight. Tossed me from bandit to bandit like... It's fine. I had to tell someone, I suppose. Carrying around a weight like that, it hurts after a while. Cuts you inside like a dagger to the heart. Over time, I managed to gain their confidence. Then one night I grabbed a knife, waited until they fell asleep, and cut their throats. I never returned to that pig farm, you know. There's nothing for me there. So that's my sad story. What do you think? Maybe one day. Just not today. I hope we bump into each other again.
Interest you in some marksman training?
Sorry,
Need
lad.
something?
I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time. Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
Well, looks like you're fitting in well down here. Of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a reward, now would it? Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me. Tough luck for you, then. Come back when you have at least one of the pieces.
Could a beautiful woman like you ever see yourself with an old codger like me?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
So, you're
Well,
Brynjolf's new protege,
how can we
eh?
make that happen?
Don't look like much to...
You picked a bad time to get lost.
Whoosh!
That'll teach you to cross me. What? Mother? Is that your voice I hear? No. No. Just my head playing tricks. Oh, foolish Cicero.
Good. You're finally here. I've scouted the ruins and I'm certain Carlia is still inside. No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it. She won't be using it to escape. Let's get moving. I want to catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead. Just make certain you keep your eyes open. Carlia is as sharp as a blade. The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here. 25 years ago, I was standing outside these very same ruins. Gallus told me to meet here, but he wouldn't say why. When I arrived, Gallus stepped from the shadows. Before he uttered a sound, an arrow pierced his throat. Before I could even draw my blade, her second arrow found its mark in my chest. Carlia was a master marksman, and her greatest weapon was the element of surprise. I was lucky. She missed my heart by mere inches. I staggered away from the ruins and my vision began to blur. It's then that I realized the bitch had poisoned her arrows. The last thing I saw was Carlia dumping his body into an opening atop the ruins. An unceremonious end for a remarkable man. To this day I've regretted allowing her to escape, even if it meant I had died trying. I owed Gallus that much. The guild was thrown into disarray. Several stepped up and tried to claim Gallus's former position as guildmaster. Sides quickly formed behind these men and the Ratway became a bloodbath. I saw what they did to Gallus. I wanted to use the guild's resources to hunt down Carlia. The others didn't even care he was gone. Fortunately, I persevered, and the other groups were either killed or they left Skyrim. The infighting had taken months to subside, which gave her time to go into hiding and carefully cover her tracks. I spent thousands of septum and used every contact at my disposal. But it was as if she had simply vanished. Like I said before, she was the best. That's enough of this unnecessary chatting. We need to keep going. They say that these ancient Nordic burial mounds are sometimes impenetrable. This one doesn't look too difficult. Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. All it takes is a bit of know-how, and a lot of skill. That should do it. After you. Stench in here. This place smells of death. Be on your guard. Your death will be my triumph! Your blood will adorn my blade! Pull the chain over there and watch out for the spikes. Looks like Carlia reset all of the traps. chimes. What was that? How disappointing. Breathe your last! So ends the lesson.
Whoosh!
Can't hide from me. Fight is an execution. Something's near. Hardly worth my time. the lesson. We're on the right track. We've been through here. Ah, it's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlia already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlia's close, I'm certain of it. Now let's get moving. Do you honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Honningbrew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough. Otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence, but I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But do you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No, I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. I promise you, the thought crossed my mind. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before. Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity. There were 3 of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves' Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey. Mercer lied to the Guild, branded me a murderer, and slandered my name across his network of contacts. For 25 years I ran, never sleeping in the same place twice and carefully covering my tracks. Mercer doesn't need to die. He needs to feel the cold sting of fate as his life crumbles in front of him and he's hunted by the Guild. I can promise you, if it comes to that, and my back's to the wall, I won't hesitate. Remember, speak up, please. He was a scholar, a master thief, and a natural leader. Everyone respected him and followed him without question. It was Gallus who inducted me into the Nightingales, and honed my skills to a razor-sharp point. I owe everything to him. We were very close. Gallus once said he felt comfortable around me, able to let his guard down. I can't help but think that I'm responsible for what happened to him. I'm afraid not. There are preparations to make, and Gallus's remains to lay to rest. I promise to join you there as soon as I can. Remember.
Yes, what is it? Can I help you with anything else? Carlia? Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal? A problem. Let me see it. Oh, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language. No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calselmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. A word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy. Besides the fact that there are only a handful of people in Tamriel that even recognize the language, I'm fairly certain he was planning some sort of a heist that involved a deep understanding of the Falmer language. Sadly, we never had the opportunity to speak about the details. Ironically, I pointed him in the same direction I pointed you, to Markarth and Calselmo. I'm only hoping whatever means he used to learn the language will still be available to you. Calselmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften.
Look, I'm very busy, so this better be important. I have things to study. What is it? Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calcelmo's Guide to the Falmer Tongue. It will revolutionize the way we understand those ancient beings. Preposterous! That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most dangerous Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed. While I appreciate being an admirer, I'm sure you can appreciate the need to keep my research a secret. I'm not certain how many scholars you're accustomed to dealing with, but I can assure you that personal wealth is our lowest priority. Do you realize that at a snap of my fingers, I can bring the entire Markarth City Guard to my defense? You best rethink this course of action, or you may find yourself on the executioner's block. Very well. Perhaps when my research is complete, I'll feel more comfortable discussing my findings with you. Keep your hands to yourself.
Forsworn. Think. So. Cicero will show you who's scary.
I have things to study. What is it?
Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission. Because Calcelmo doesn't want anyone to go in. He runs the museum. He makes the rules. You have a problem with that? Go talk to him. You'll find him in front of the ruins during the day, just down the tunnel.
The hard-to-reach places.
What a waste. There must be a dozen men up there. Yeah. Calcelmo called in his entire expedition team. Said he needed every man he could get to protect his research. Better them than us. We lost 3 good men to the traps up here. And for what? Just to see another damn spider clanking around? Well, at least this post is safe enough. Come on, let's get back to work.
What? Mother? Is that your voice I hear? No, no. Just my head playing tricks. Oh, foolish Cicero. Must oil Mother soon. Get all the hard-to-reach places.
Is someone there? In here! Help!
That'll teach you to cross me. Ho, ho, ho. Break that loot across my knee, and if the Barger choose to fight, why then set his clothes alight. To get Mother some flowers. Pretty, pretty flowers. Dear Cicero will keep you from harm, sweet Mother, forever and always.
What do you think this is? Another trap, most likely. Things are dangerous. 3 of the guards died when the lower hall flooded with steam last week.
Help! In here!
What was that? Is there some food? pet rat. I saw a dwarf! I did! I did! I saw a dwarf! There! Oh no, sorry. No dwarf. Is there singing, boy? Dancing? Least allow poor Cicero to keep her. Forsworn think they're so scary. Cicero will show you who's scary. Stupid Forsworn. Let's kill someone. Madness is merry and merriment's might. When the jester comes calm with his knife in the to my pet rat.
What was that? Is someone there?
Now you're mine. What was that?
The end of that. Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Aster had to move away because of the Empire, but we get to stay.
Back, eh? And how was our friend Calselmo?
We haven't much time for discussion. But what did you need?
Was there something else? I suppose it would be inappropriate of me to ask how you obtained this. A rubbing, eh? Odd. I expected notes. I understand. Now, let me take a good look at this. Over here, please. This is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Gallus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls an unduly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enther? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Enther. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately. Farewell, Enther. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word. Listen, all I want is the truth to be revealed to the Guild. They respected Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and I'd consider it a personal favor. If trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becomes a burden and you find yourself in Winterhold, visit me at the college. I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do. If you have... Was there something else? If you have further need...
Aster had to move away because of the Empire, but we... The mages don't let us go.
What do you want, cat?
My brother...
Hey, watch it!
Yeah? Hold a moment.
My job is to serve the Jarl, not... Thornyolf is convinced I've got some connections at the college, so he goes easy on me.
Empire's in charge now, huh? Only a matter of time before we...
We must hasten to Riften before Mercer can do any more damage to the Guild. You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives. Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre. Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with Nocturnal and defiled the very thing he swore to protect. I felt the same way when Gallus first revealed these things to me. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding the Sepulchre. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation, see if I can discover what Mercer's up to. When you're ready, meet me at the Ragged Flagon. In the meantime, I wanted you to have this. It belonged to Gallus, but given the circumstances, I think he'd approve. If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason, you might have to.
So did Delvin send you again, or...? You here on your own?
Cicero is at your service. Oh, great and powerful.
Aster had to move away because of the Empire. But we get... The mages don't let us... Go on.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel, eh? What brings you? The finest weapons and armor. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference. Nothing like the smell of a white-hot blade, eh? Looking for some armor? A weapon? The finest weapons and armor. You wish to do what I do? Very well. Take a look. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference.
I'm glad you're here. I think some of these people are beginning to suspect who I am. Are you ready to face the Guild? Keep your eyes open. I'm not sure what to expect when we enter the cistern.
Why can't you just settle down? Run the flagon with me.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Come on, Tom. Marry me. Let me take care of you.
Cicero likes Riften. Cheats and ruffians and cutthroats abound. Finally, some fun.
You better have a damn good reason to be here with that murderer.
Please, lower your weapons so we can speak. I have proof that you've all been misled.
No tricks, Carlia, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Now what's this so-called proof you speak of?
I have Gallus's journal. I think you'll find its contents disturbing.
Let me see. No, it can't be. This can't be true. I've known Mercer too long.
It's true, Brynjolf. Every word. Mercer's been stealing from the Guild for years, right under your noses.
There's only one way to find out if what the lass says is true. Delvin, I'll need you to open the vault.
Wait just a blessed moment, Bryn. What's in that book? What did it say?
It says Mercer's been stealing from a vault for years. Gallus was looking into it before he was murdered.
How can Mercer open up a vault that needs 2 keys? It's impossible. Could he pick his way in?
That door has the best puzzle locks money can buy. There's no way it can be picked open.
You didn't need to pick the lock.
What's she on about?
Use your key on the vault, Delvin. We'll open it up and find out the truth.
I've used my key, but the vault's still locked up tighter than a drum. Now use yours.
Cicero never understood thieves, really. Take someone's things.
Everything's
before
gone.
you kill them,
Get in here, all of you.
and they call me crazy.
The gold, the jewels, it's all gone.
That son of a bitch. I'll kill him.
Vex, put it away, right now. We can't afford to lose our heads. We need to calm down and focus.
Do what he says, Vex. This ain't helping right now.
Fine. We do it your way. For now.
Delvin, Vex, watch the flagon. If you see Mercer, come tell me right away.
Looking for work.
If I see Frey, I'll pluck his eyes from his skull with my bare hands.
Got lots of jobs.
Before I help you track Mercer
Interested?
down, I need to know what you learned from Carlia. I mean, everything. I feared that was the case. From that last entry in Gallus's diary, it looks like he was getting close to exposing Mercer to the Guild. Anything else? What? Nightingales? But I always assumed they were just a tale. A way to keep the young footpads in line. Was there anything else she told you? Trying to make Mercer look bad in front of Maven, eh? Clever lass. Was there anything else? Then I have an important task for you. I need you to break into Mercer's home and search for anything that could tell us where he's gone. Aye. A gift from the Blackbriars after they kicked the previous family out. A place called Riftweald Manor. He never stays there, just pays for the upkeep on it. Hired some lout by the name of Vold to guard the place. Be careful, lad. This is the last place in Skyrim I'd ever want to send you. Just find a way in, get the information and leave. And you have permission to kill anyone that stands in your way. Better question would be, what did he leave? Mercer took everything. Even all of our plans are gone. Before Mercer took over, Gallus started collecting every bit of material he could on locations the Guild could heist. Museums, keeps, estates, you name it. By the time Mercer took over the Guild, we must have had a few dozen. I don't have a clue. That door is impenetrable. Without 2 keys, it's impossible to open. I have a key, Delvin has a key, and Mercer has a key. That's it. There are no other copies. Careful at Mercer's place. I don't want to
Stabbed in
lose
the
anyone
back.
else for that matter.
Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. It's worth quite a bit, actually. Quite a catch. There you go. This should make you smile. This is getting dangerous. Don't let anything get a jump on you.
I can't believe he emptied the vault. Right from under our noses.
I dare Mercer to come back here. He sets 1 foot in the cistern and I'll cut it off.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
And I said to the baker, you're not dead, you're a faker. But if that's your wish, I'll oblige. Oh, if I chance to... I'll feed it too much regret.
Need a drink, you go to the Bee and Barb. Stay out of the Ragged Flagon. Stay out of the Ratway.
yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
I need to ask you to stop. That's good. Glad we straightened that up. What is it, Khajiit?
Can I help you? Get away from me!
Enough of you.
Riften. Cicero likes Riften. Cheats and ruffians and cut tails. He says to the man, "It's not a hawker, that's my wife." I love that one. Let's kill someone. Is there singing in the void? Dancing? Surely the dread Lord will at least allow poor Cicero to keep her. Crazy Cicero? That's madness. When I next meet that fair maiden Ellie, I'll plunge my knife into her belly. Let's kill someone. Listener. Oh, that tickles. Humble Cicero lives to serve. Huh? Who's there?
Thought I heard something.
Who's there? No one here now. Break that loot across my knee. And if the bot choose to fight, why then I'll set his clothes alight.
We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end? Shore's beard. He's going after the eyes of the Falmer? That was Gallus's pet project. If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good, and set up for life. Agreed. He's taken everything the Guild has left, and to go after one of the last greatest heists is just an insult. I've spoken to Carlia, and made amends for how the Guild's treated her. Now she wishes to speak with both of us. Quickly, we have no time to lose. Until next we meet, lad.
Anything for you? Or more to the point? To you?
Vipper, the Fleet. The only man who's foolish enough to name himself after his bedroom goddess.
Stupid cow. You don't know what you're missing.
No, but I know that you're going to turn up missing if you keep up this kind of talk.
Brynjolf, the time has come to decide Mercer's fate. Until a new guildmaster is chosen, the decision falls to you.
Aye, lass. And I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the Guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future. He needs to die.
We have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a Nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
And it's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
Yes. That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate, is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing, and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
You're an idiot.
Hey, good to see you.
Back from a job, huh? Need something?
Shopkeepers again.
I've heard. Boley and Kirava were speaking of it just a little while ago.
I hope that doesn't mean things are going to get worse around.
And I said to the baker, you're
Come to see, looking to protect yourself or deal some damage.
That's your wish. I'll oblige.
Remember, no. But genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference.
Looking to stay alive?
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship. Fresh meats and produce. Get them before...
Buy armor from...
Working at the Riften
Buying
Fishery
and
is
selling
tough.
fine
I'd have put some
jewelry
coin in
here.
my pocket.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
I'm glad you're here. This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind. We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey. If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way. From the moment you were struck with my poisoned arrow at Snowvale Sanctum, my path changed its course. Perhaps I couldn't bring Mercer back alive, but together, we were able to clear my name and to put Gallus' memory to rest. I'd always intended Mercer's fate to ultimately be decided by the Guild, and it seems they've spoken. It's my hope that you will, yes. This way, please.
Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener.
So this is Nightingale Hall. I heard about this place when I joined the Guild, but I never believed it existed.
That's your wish.
The assumption that proceeded within the Guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong, Brynjolf? I can almost hear your brow furrowing.
I'm trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
This isn't about religion, Brynjolf. It's business. This is Nightingale Hall. You're the first of the uninitiated to set foot inside in over a century. Now, if you'll both proceed to the armory to don your Nightingale armor, we can begin the oath.
Deadly.
You appear ready for the oath.
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
You appear ready for the oath.
I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
Ho, ho, ho. Break that loot across my knee, and if the Parcher choose to fight, why then I'll set his clothes alight.
Okay, we've got these get-ups on. Now what?
Beyond this gate is the first step in becoming a Nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a Nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a Nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life and in death, You must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal? By transacting the oath with Nocturnal, you're entering into a business deal. You'll be provided all of the power and knowledge befitting a Nightingale. You're free to use those powers as you see fit, to further your own goals, or the goals of the Thieves' Guild. In return, you'll be required to defend the Twilight Sepulchre and everything within when the need arises. More importantly, upon your death, your spirit will be bound to the Twilight Sepulchre as one of its guardians. Once the oath has been struck, the terms are binding. Knowing this, are you ready to undergo the ceremony? Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the western circle.
I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
We'll speak when the oath is complete. We'll speak when the oath is complete.
Let's kill someone!
Queen of Murk, and Empress of Shadow, hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprised me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your Avengers and your Sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlisle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you. Mercer's true crime. Mercer was able to unlock the Guild's vault without 2 keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre, the skeleton key. By doing this, he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal and, in essence, caused our luck to run dry. Well, yes, but the key isn't only restricted to physical barriers. All of us possess untapped abilities, the potential to wield great power securely sealed within our minds. Once you realize the key can access these traits, the potential becomes limitless. Good. Then you understand why this is about more than just Mercer's lust for power. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for the Guild. As time passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence, and whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade. Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item to its rightful owner. Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Listen, lad. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the guild. Listen, lad. Carlia and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all that remains is restoring the guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves' Guild. I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do, maybe even one of the best, but it's all I know. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it. Ha! Spoken like the leader of the Thieves' Guild. Just don't lose yourself in the role. We have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation. Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead. I've been poring over the plans you brought us, and I'm convinced the eyes of the Falmer are in the Dwarven ruins at Erkenthand. Carlia and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lad. This will be a fight to remember. Aye, and some of what Carlia said is starting to make sense. Mercer may have damaged our reputation and raided our coffers, but this goes well beyond even his twisted form of larceny. Old Delvin kept calling it a curse, and we all laughed at him. Looks like the joke's on us. Until next we meet, lad.
Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener.